Welcome to another edition of Ork You Heard It, featuring Noob, Scott, and Z.
On this episode, Jessica is jonesing.
What's she jonesing for?
Dick. For the show that you deserve, not the show that you've earned, we're here today talking about Jessica Jones Season 2, and we went into some great detail over in the podcast, but for the purpose of this show here, we're just going to go over whether or not we recommend the show or not. So that's one answer, but let's start with Noob. Do you recommend Jessica Jones Season 2?
Yeah. So I'd mildly recommend it. I don't think it's the best show. It's not better than Season 1. If you're really bored, got nothing else better to do, then sure, watch it. Skip the first 6 episodes. Or if you're really in a time crunch, just watch episode 11.
Just watch. So on your scale of like to like, how high is it on your like scale?
On the Noob like scale, it's at about a Teletubby likeness.
Okay. Is there a number associated with that?
3.785.
3.785.
Mostly because you have trouble counting past 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The number of fingers, nothing. Never mind.
So, Scott, what about you for your
Number of
recommendation?
fingers on your left foot. Yeah, no. No, that's shit. No. Actually, I don't recommend it. It was a waste of time. If you have, nothing else really going on, like if you find yourself bedridden and you were shitting into a little chamber pot, then maybe you can watch it. But other than that, no, it's not worth it. Waste of time. Moving on.
So now you're going to have to dub in little curse things now? Are we going to have to do that?
Yes.
This
why
show
not?
was supposed to be PG.
Oh, I'm sorry. No one knew that. Maybe I should put my pants back on.
You should put your pants back on.
Wait, shit, is this really supposed to be PG?
So my recommendation for Jessica Jones Season 2 is a big resounding no thank you. We learned nothing really moved forward, the characters didn't develop, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to watch Season 2, and I'll never watch it again. I do recommend Season 1, but Season 2, no go. So what about the lessons that we learned from Jessica Jones Season 2? We have a couple of subjects here. What about the powers that you were able to witness in Jessica Jones Season 2, Noob?
First episode, really terrible speed running by a fatty. So there was that. Wizzy.
It wasn't even really running. It was just like speed walking
while tits jiggling, and he had to be fearful of it. So like when McDonald's was running out of Shamrock Shakes, he's like, shit, gotta run there quick. So that, and then Jessica Jones and her mom had super strength. I don't think they're stronger than a lot of people, but apparently they're strong, independent female women who don't need no man.
Did you see Jessica jump off of the... I thought that shot was kind of cool when they showed her jumping off of the carousel thing.
Yeah.
Oh, she did a hero jump.
Yeah, she did the hero jump. So, Scott, what about you? Did you enjoy the powers that you witnessed?
2 words. Laser eyes.
And they were missing? You need more laser eyes in your life?
Well, I mean, she made the comment early on where she's like, I'm going to fry you with my laser eyes or something like that. But basically, that was the slam to the whole entire thing. No, the powers were whatever. They were like, Hulk Hogan would have come in there and whooped everyone's ass.
Hulk Hogan. As for me and the powers that they demonstrated, I think they were okay. The wizard powers were not so okay. But I could have used some more demonstrations. I don't know how many times I need to see Jessica pull the door off of a car to be impressed with it. She seems to do that at least once an episode.
Kick through a door, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-woo. So for our second lesson, does Marvel now have a pacing problem in the Marvel TV shows? Noob.
It doesn't now have it. It's always had it. It's just really boring in the beginning and nothing happens. And then eventually halfway through the 13-episode season, shit happens. And then it's either pretty good or mildly good. Jessica Jones was mildly good.
Perpetually pacing problems.
Yes. Yeah, they suck
Alliteration.
at it. Yeah.
Scott.
Say that 3 times fast.
Perpetual pacing problems.
Perpetual pacing problems. Perpetual sexual
pacing problems.
Okay.
At first, they didn't have that problem because early on you had to introduce all your characters. So it kind of made sense to have a little pacing problem, perpetual pacing problem. However, now that you've already introduced your characters, you don't need to do a second exposition. So, no, now it's a big problem that you're starting out with 6 lame episodes before you get to any of the meat, even if there isn't any meat.
I agree, Scott. I didn't feel like there was a lot of meat and potatoes. There basically wasn't a plot anyway. So, and the same thing, they're either getting too convoluted or they're not clear enough in what their objectives are. I think that's 3, straight shows with Defenders, Iron Fist, and now Jessica Jones season 2 really struggling with how they pace things. Like you guys said, there was already a problem, and this just made it look even worse. And just super disappointing in the direction they're heading, especially considering how the movie universe is going up. And our last subject is, do you believe in #Justice for Whizzer? Noob.
The only justice that needs to be served is he should have been killed off quick. Is that pissing?
That's the Whizzer, man.
It's the Whizzer.
Okay.
The Whizzer.
I think that's something different. What the was that?
There was a
that
voice.
sexual whisper?
Actually, I'm not sure what that voice was.
Was that you, Scott?
No, I don't know what that was.
Do you
Was
have
that
a
like a
bottle?
clip
Somebody
from
was enjoying that piss a
pissing
little
porn
too
or something?
much.
Like, oh yeah, give me that golden shower. Yes. Anyway, yeah, no, he should have died quicker.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Yeah, damn it, I did it again. Fuck. It's peachy. Sugar bears.
dumplings.
Sugar dumpling.
23
honey.
skidoo.
I can't do this
Dag
fast
nabbit.
enough.
Dag nabbit.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Scott,
I'm gonna have so much work to do to censor this to make it PG again.
your opinion for #Justice for Whizzer? I don't know what they're saying.
That
but
says
it's kinda
everything
creepy.
right there. That's all you need to know about the Whizzer.
Oh, I think the Wizard needed justice. He was done an injustice. They never really identified who his killer was or why he was killed, and just kind of a forgotten character that we'll make jokes about.
It was really just a joke. It was a joke within a joke that made no sense to go in that episode.
In perpetuity.
Perpetual, perpetuity, petition,
Petunias.
Shut up and get to the point! Friends, I have good news for you today.
I don't know how long this is, so you might just want to start.
And for our news segment, here with the
there it
news
goes.
you deserve. Noob. How do you feel about Stan Lee getting bilked out of all of his money?
What does that mean?
So Stan Lee has been in the news recently. He's in his 90s, and unfortunately, he had like a $300,000 money wiring mistake, and his family and outsiders seem to be taking advantage of his.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, they seem to be taking his money. So how do you feel about Stan Lee? Do you feel good about it? Bad about it?
So, do I feel good about elder abuse?
Yeah,
Is
essentially.
essentially what you're asking me. No, Stan Lee seems pretty cool. He seems pretty lucid still, so I don't know why. Maybe he's losing it. I don't know. No, he should probably just kill his family members and keep his money.
For however much longer he has. Scott, to you.
Wasn't there this whole thing about Stan Lee was like touching his care nurses and shit like that as well?
Oh, there was a story about him.
You
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
he's-
You don't know what to freaking believe and not believe. It's so much crap goes around.
Well, his money is definitely being taken
His
from
money
him.
is definitely being taken away from him.
Yes.
Well,
It's not a bad touch if you're over 75.
yeah, at that point, it just kind of is like expected, kind of like my uncle who used to do it. So no, I'm not doing that. I mean,
It's a shame.
another rich person loses some money.
It's a shame. Let's put it that way. It's a shame. So we'll move on
Isn't
to
that
our
what family is supposed to do though? Is take
steal
your money,
your money.
and steal your money.
So we'll go to our next part. So in the Star Wars franchises, there's been a long-standing tradition of a sound drop that they've been using for as long. It's been in every single movie. It's called the Wilhelm scream. You've heard it in numerous movies, TV shows. My Little Pony uses it.
Is that actually That?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
Wilhelm
That's
scream.
the Wilhelm scream. It's not just like, I'm not doing this randomly. That is the
Anytime a
Wilhelm scream.
character like falls off a building or gets thrown somewhere, sound editors like to drop that little sound effect in, and it's been in every single Star Wars movie.
And if you know the sound, now you're going to start hearing it in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Everything
if
you
you-
watch is going to have that scream pretty much. By the way, did you mention My Little Pony earlier?
I did.
I think Z might secretly be a brony.
Secret Brony.
Secret brony.
So anyway, The Last Jedi stopped that tradition and did not use the Wilhelm scream. Your thoughts, Noob Noob?
That is devastating to the culture, to Jesus, to the churches for sure. My father was very upset by this. He beat my mother vigorously afterwards. We watched The Force Awakens, and we thought it was all right. J.J. Abrams, my dad, not so much. Went to Terra Nova's. It's a pizza restaurant afterwards. Got some crab fries. They don't have crab fries. That's Chickies and Pete's. Yeah, it was news. I was shocked vigorously.
That's because you put your finger in an outlet, though. That's
Yes.
And to you, Scott,
Oh my God.
you just
I mean, so what? It was the last one, right?
in the Last
Last
Jedi, they
Jedi.
did not use the Wilhelm scream.
I mean, they really. Where could they have put it in that action-packed adventure filled with slow motion space races and journeys
dropping
to
of
the
bombs in
casino?
space.
When
and-
Luke
Journeys
dissipates.
to the casino.
When Luke dissipates into his Yoda
and-
force.
Yes.
They could have done the scream.
yeah, Luke.
Yeah.
When Luke goes around the other side of the mountain and
It falls off the edge of the mountain.
falls off. I mean, where could they have put it in with everything that was going on?
I just feel that
it
that
in.
movie was an atrocity, and they continue to inflict atrocities
So
on our
the theory with the
culture.
Wilhelm screen is that you always put the Wilhelm screen in because it's like a good luck charm, kind of like certain superstitions that not musicians,
Baseball players?
sports guys, athletes,
Not changing your socks?
Athletes. I was thinking the word athletes.
Scott never changing his underwear.
I never change my underwear. I don't wear it, so it's not that big a deal. So I mean, it's like superstitions. So you always put the Wilhelm scream in because that's your luck. That's your good luck charm. That's how you're going to make money in a movie. And they forgot to do it, and they also forgot to make a movie, as far as I'm concerned. So no, I really don't care.
Well, I think it was a jerk move. So, and our final piece of news, which would be Amazon spending $500 million on Lord of the Rings. Too soon, Noob?
Why would it be too pickles? Why would it be too soon? It's been a while since Lord of the Rings came out.
Has it even been 10 years?
Yeah, exactly. Pickle Rick. No, they got to pay for a lot of greenery in the Shire and herbs. And
Are you going to watch it?
Nope.
Did you watch the originals?
Yes.
Okay, so they're wasting their $500 million to you.
It's probably going to look pretty. Do I care? Personally, no. But it's a little pretty for people who like hobbits,
and elves.
elves. Oh, elves are in there too. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And
Lego
golems and balrogs.
Ball
And
sacks.
Scott, your opinion.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
You want a piece of that $500 million, huh, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, I put money in my pocket. I could care less. I didn't watch Lord of the Rings. I didn't read the books. I didn't get into the universe
just
at all. I don't care.
Just not a
Wasn't that a
fantasy,
a
sci-fi, only the greatest. It's required reading in England.
This is
it
in
really?
England.
Yeah. It's like part of your standard when you go through grade school and such things.
Well, this here's America, and we don't read none of that British junk
and you don't read nothing.
about them elves and orcs and emus.
But as
don't
someone
care.
who comes from the orc culture, you should at least care a little bit that we get some representation on TV.
We represent ourselves fine. Don't you worry about that.
Okay, we don't need any help from
And here
Amazon
in
right
America, I don't care. I never got into Lord of the Rings. I never got into that universe. And
now. You should care about the orcs, man.
dude, I don't care. I
Got into a
really
box of Thin Mints though, didn't you?
I did. That's what I care.
So from all of us here at Ork U, it looks like this show is over, and the resounding recommendation for Jessica Jones season 2 is meh. Probably not a waste, probably a waste of everyone's time. So there wasn't even that much punching in the show, and
No, it's just a little bit of this.
So from the reviews that will kill you and the reviews that you deserve, from all of us here, our reviews will kill you and Ork U. Have a pleasant evening.
It's not nighttime.